What's going on, everyone? Chase here, and today we're going to be talking about the easiest way to make over $1,000 daily with robots. We're going to be using robots to farm leads for us on autopilot. And these are leads that want to pay us for anything we want to promote. You can see this is an inbox of a bunch of new leads we just got around an AI offer. And it doesn't matter if it's an affiliate offer, if it's a local offer, it really does not matter, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be contacting millions and millions of websites, and we're going to be offering something that will apply to a lot of different people in that list. And it doesn't necessarily have to be one type of business that we're offering this to. We can offer, again, whatever we want, because we're going to be targeting such a high volume of websites. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me just show you really quick. This is a example of a message that I sent to 225,000 websites. And what I was offering was a AI service. Okay. You can see I typed in this message. It says, "Hey there, I'm very experienced with AI, and I want to show you something that you can start leveraging in your business to get a ton of leads. If you're interested, respond with the word yes." And then when they respond with the word yes, what they're doing is they're opting into an offer, which I can then put them into an automated sequence, and I can sell them again on whatever I want. So let's talk about, first of all, some of the offers that you can actually start selling. Let's say you wanted to target local business owners and you wanted to help them expand from doing just local services to maybe selling products anywhere around the world. So what we could do is we could say, "Hi, I have a service that helps you expand as a local business to national by offering a e-commerce product that we can advertise with marketing or with the robot system," right? Respond with the word yes if you're interested. Now you might be wondering, okay, well, who the heck's going to respond with the word yes? A lot of people, because we're not going to be messaging, 1,000 websites. We're not going to be messaging 10,000 websites. We're not going to be messaging 100,000. Like, we're going to message, we can literally message tens of millions of websites every single month with, again, any offer we want. So even if you have a terrible offer, right, you're still going to get a ton of leads just out of the sheer volume. And you might be thinking, well, how do I know that I'm going to be targeting local businesses with this list of millions and millions of websites? Because chances are, when you have that many websites in a list, a lot of them will be local. Okay. Now, if you were to do this manually, let me just show you what this looks like manually, because you might be wondering, well, is this just email marketing? And it's not. The way this works is, let's say I had a list of, I don't know, 1 million websites, right? Let's say this is a list. This is 225,000. So we'll just start there. In these 225,000 websites, we have a lot of random just websites that we've grabbed. Okay. So let's just take, I don't know, this one. We'll double click on it. Here it is. If I scroll down, here's a contact form. Now, what we're doing is we're going to be sending a message through this contact form. So if I were to fill out these fields and click on send, what would happen is it's going to send them an email, but it's going to send them an email from their server. So this is a lot different than doing email marketing, because when we do email marketing, it's just going to send directly to their email. And a lot of the time, those emails are going to bounce. When we're sending messages through a contact form, we're getting a way higher success rate in terms of the amount of messages we're actually going to be able to send to these websites, because it's sending from their server. It looks like they got a new lead through their website. And so we can use robots to fill out these forms very, very quickly. We can fill out thousands and thousands of these every single second. And all we have to do, once we have our list of websites, is we just go into the fields inside of this tool and we can fill them out. So we can fill out our first name, last name, email, message, anything we want to send. Okay. So now that you kind of understand how this works, let's talk about the logistics here. How do we get set up with this? How do we do everything we need to do to start sending out messages and start farming out leads? So again, the way this is going to work is we're going to, first of all, figure out the message we want to send. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set up the tool, and we're going to set up a place to actually capture the leads, because we need an email inbox where we can actually capture these leads, because that's how we're going to actually grab all of the email opt-ins, all the leads that we're going to be farming with these robots. And then we're going to be importing them into some sort of automated sequence. So what we need to set up this tool, I'm going to leave links in the description of this video so you can follow along. But we're going to use a tool called GSA Contact and GSA Captcha Breaker, and we need some proxies. Now, this is the bare minimum. If you were to do this manually, remember, you'd have to go to each website, manually click on the website, send the messages. If you want to do this without doing that, the bare minimum is you need these things. The GSA website contact runs about $90. The Captcha Breaker runs about $90. And then the proxies, you can get away with, $20, $30 in proxies. So you're looking at a few $100 just to set this up. But these two things are one-time fees, and the proxies are pretty cheap every single month, just depending on how many you want to run. Now, I have a lot of proxies just because I want to send really fast, and the more proxies you have, the faster you can send. But let me just go to these links here so you can follow along. So again, if you go to the description of this video right now with me, you're going to see some links inside of the description. I'm just going to go to my previous video so I can show you this as an example. So first one is GSA here. You're going to grab this. Then you're going to head over to the next one, Captcha Breaker, grab this. And just really quick, just to explain what these are. The website contact, this is how we send the messages. And the Captcha Breaker, this is how we actually decode the captchas. So that way we're not getting blocked by, when it asks, are you a robot on the page's contact form? Okay, and then the only other thing is the proxies here. And again, I recommend you go to private proxies, grab, 10 proxies to start. It's up to you. Again, the more proxies you have, the faster you're going to send. If you want to send really fast, you'd grab like 100 proxies. If you want to just send normal speed, you'd grab like 10. So now that you have those things set up, or now that you have them purchased, you're going to install the software on your computer, and it's going to look like this. So you're going to have the Captcha Breaker, and you're going to have the website contact. Now, inside of this tool, to get set up, you're just going to click on New, Project. You're going to type in whatever you want to get leads for. Let's say, doctors. Click on OK. And then what we can do is we can either scrape our own keywords or scrape our own websites just by clicking on Scrape here, because we have doctors entered. Now you can see we've already found 283 websites. But if we want to use, and this is the optional part, if we want to use a pre-built list, there's another link in the description it's called Contact Form Lists, that will allow you to buy millions and millions of websites that have already been pre-checked. Now, the only reason you would do this is because of the fact that it'll take you, with just a basic setup, it'll probably take you about, a month to get a couple million websites with just GSA. So if you want to just skip the line, this is what I do. You just buy pre-built lists. So you would go to this website here, click on Get More Views. You'd buy 2 million monthly forms, $127. And inside the 2 million, what's going to happen is you're going to get these text files with 2 million contact forms already pre-checked, which again takes about 2 months to be able to do. If I click on Add My Own URLs, I can take one of the 2 million like that, and then it's going to just plop a million websites in there that are ready for me to contact. Okay. So it's up to you on whether or not you want to go faster or slower. Remember, the more money you spend, usually the faster you go. That's not always the case, but in this case, it's usually true. And the less money you spend, the more time you're going to have to spend scraping and then waiting for your proxies and all this other stuff. It just takes longer. But anyways, up to you. But once you have this going, what you're going to do is you're going to basically just fill out the fields with whatever you want to send, right? So if you're going to send a message about expanding from a local service to a national service, you could talk about a tool. You could say, hey, I have this really cool AI tool that helps local businesses out, or I have this really cool, it could even be like something not even related to marketing. You could say, hi, are you interested in selling your car? Are you interested? And then you could sign them up for some sort of thing. And all we're really doing, remember, is we're just getting people to opt in. Okay. It doesn't matter how you build your list. If you want to build your list around selling solar, if you want to build your list around selling cars, if you want to get people that want to sell their houses, it does not matter because we're targeting so many different websites that even if you get only a few thousand people to say yes, you just farmed 2,000 leads that are interested in an offer. And now you can add those leads to a sequence and you can sell them whatever you want. So let's just say in this situation, let's say I wanted to get leads that were interested in like an AI service, like this service, the contact form marketing. Okay. So I can say, hi, I am doing a setup service, or, and really you just have to get them to respond with the word yes if they want more info, right? So, hi, I know how to use robots to send millions of messages a day. I want to do this for your business. Do you mind if I send you some more info on this? And then respond with yes. And then when they respond with yes, they basically opted in to get more info, right? And then I can fill out the other fields, but I'm just going to do this for now. I would just have to fill out the email field with whatever email I want. And then when I'm ready to go, I just click on start, send, boom. And this is going to start, you can see, breaking the CAPTCHAs. It's going to start sending messages, and it's going to do look, it's already sent 60 messages, 100 messages. Do you know how long it would have taken to send that many messages? It'd be crazy. So you can see how fast this works once you have it set up. Now you might be wondering, well, okay, I don't want to have to go and figure out how to do all this, right? Because obviously this is a little bit complicated. Well, what we have is a setup service. I'll go to the next link in the description. You can go and just buy the setup service at DFY Setup. And then what I'll do is I'll actually go and set this up for you. It's a little bit expensive. It's about $4.97. But what I'll do is I'll set you up with a private server. I'll basically give you this server, right? You'll have it ready to go. You'll have some contact forms on here that you can start sending to, and then you can just start sending. All you have to do once this is set up, you just click start and then send. You change the message, you click start and send. That's it. So what I would recommend is if you don't want to go figure out how to do all this and do the setup, because it took me like 2 months to figure out, I would just go to the DFY Setup and just go buy the setup and I'll do it for you. But again, what you do once you have all these leads coming in, as I showed you earlier in that other inbox, is now you can retain all these emails as opt-ins, right? So these are all email opt-ins. Yes, 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 I want to learn more. I want to learn more. I'm interested. And then I can add them to an email sequence. And then whatever you use for your email sequences, it really doesn't matter. You can use Go High Level. You can use like Kartra. You can use anything. And you would just opt them in and start selling them on whatever you want. Okay. So let me know if you have any questions. If you want to stay updated with the system, respond with the word yes. But that's it for today. Hope you like it. We'll see you in the next one. Till we do, happy money making. See you. Bye.